Hey guys, so we wanted to debrief the Chinese Grand Prix. Honestly, I was the only one that watched it live, by the way, because it was at 3 in the morning for both of them. So it was only at midnight for me, and I could kind of do that. I was half asleep then, but they have finished watching the race, so we're gonna talk about it. It wasn't that crazy or anything, but some interesting things happened. So let's talk about it. Who wants to start?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I have my I'm gonna get it out of the way because I have my take that might be a little controversial for some of the people out there. Jack Doohan is pissing me off. Sorry.
I'm so sorry. Yeah, a little bit.
Jack Doohan, stop hitting people for no reason. You're in 14th. You do not need to hit people to overtake them. Chill the out.
His 10-second penalty, I was like, all right, come on, Jack. Lock in.
Shoves Isaac off of the track and starts getting pissed off that he's got a penalty. Shut up.
No, Flavio Briatore is behind him like this. I control you every millimeter. He's literally like that, behind him.
He made me so mad. Last race, sprint race, he's out here bumping cars with everybody. What the hell are you doing?
Like Liam Lawson. You guys are one of the same now, apparently.
You're basically dead last. You do not need to be hitting people. You're not getting points.
I saw somebody say, who do you think is going to get the cut first, Liam or Jack? Because, they're both, on the top
at the same time.
Well, Liam or Jack. I really don't know. I think they'll both get chopped during spring break, summer break. But that's just a personal thing.
Yeah.
But he just, Jack, I really like you as a person. I really, really do. But please, you're in 15th. There is no need, absolutely no need to start running into people. You're fine.
He was stressing me out. And I was like,
no. I was like, dude, calm down. Please don't take it.
Last time he's out here turning 3 cars around. I'm like, are you?
This is what happens when you have Flavio as your boss, you guys. I think I'd be tweaking just like him.
I would be doing the same thing if Flavio.
I'd be like, just get me out of here. Just get me out of here, please.
I'd be like, you know what, maybe if I DNF.
Oh my god, I watched the behind the scenes of the F1 intro, and they had literally had Franco make one.
I think they have all the reserve drivers make one.
No, Franco was the only reserve driver there. They filmed the behind the scenes. No other reserve drivers are
but
there.
Ollie Bearman had an F1 intro, and when he was a reserve driver.
I think they quickly make them when they have to shove you in.
Maybe they just didn't show him.
Maybe not. The only person that they show more than Jack Doohan is fucking Franco.
I'm gonna protect my episode.
And I'm like, dude.
As much as I love Franco, I want him to get this seat out of his own. I would rather him be picked by a team for the seat instead of replacing someone.
Because
I just hate the bad stigma over being replaced. I would rather him just
Yeah, I saw a rumor today that heavy on rumor, but it did say that there's a chance that apparently Franco could go to Racing Bulls, and then Yuki goes to Red Bull and Liam out. And I was
don't want Yuki to go to Red Bull right now because I don't want
Yuki to go to Red Bull.
He needs to
run Red Bull. He should stay as far away as possible.
He needs to run to Aston Martin right now.
In the other direction.
I'm saying he's going to go to Aston Martin before Red Bull.
I need him to run.
But honestly, though, he did say, because they asked him, because all the rumors flying around about Liam, about the emergency meeting they're having, because how Marco said they're having an emergency meeting. And
I'll let Marco counter dates.
He was like, oh yeah, we're having an emergency meeting, not just about Liam though, it's about the car's performance and you need to lock in. But I don't know, Yuki was asked if he'd be happy taking Liam's spot. He's like, well, yeah. I'm like, honestly, kind of a stupid question. What are you expecting him to say?
Yeah, what do you want him to say? Of course he said
obviously gonna join Red Bull if he gets a chance, but
honestly he's doing better. Low-key Racing Bulls isn't bad.
Max also said this. He's like, Liam would be probably doing better in the Racing Bull car because our car is so hard to drive. He said Liam would do better in that car. And he's like,
I don't think Racing Bulls would take Franco in that situation because Alpine paid so much money for that man.
I think that's Flavio's baby right there.
Alpine opened their wallets for that money and said, get in here, girl. They are not letting him go.
When
Yeah.
that rumor, I was like, I saw like somebody post about it, and they're like being serious about it, and I was like,
No.
What's your source?
what's your source?
Yeah.
Is it
Are you
like
implying-
Girl,
Did you attend that meeting? Because
did
otherwise,
you
I don't want to
speak
hear
to
it.
Flavio Briatore? Because I guarantee you he is not letting go of Franco.
like you can't say that unless he's spoken to Franco and he's told you that, or Flavio, or whoever else is involved in that. All right, I don't believe you.
Franco is getting too much money from Alpine to even consider leaving.
Yeah, honestly.
I wouldn't.
Anyways,
Loki, Lance was cooking.
honestly, no. Lance had really good pace.
We
Like,
love you, Lance.
He ended up like P11. I don't really know why he got lower, but he was like P6, P7 the entire race.
Like when his tires were
Brady-
cooking, he was cooking.
Yeah, because the
Lance
pace of Aston
got
Martin has not been that
insane.
good recently.
No.
And I just feel like this race, and he was defending really well. He's overtaken. I was like,
I know.
oh,
Yeah.
Lance.
Is that two
Literally.
races?
No,
Races
I
be enough
think-
for Fernando?
What?
Is that a
Very
2 race
weird.
be enough for Fernando?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think
Ooh.
Lance attempted the strategy that Ollie did to like go really long on the hards at the beginning.
Yeah.
And it just did not work out for him the way it worked out for Ollie.
Because
I
the one
think
that was working for everybody.
The tire
It
deck was just
wasn't.
better, I think.
I think Ollie's car just like took it better because Ollie pitted before he did. Like Ollie
Yeah.
pitted before Stroll did.
Yeah.
And I think Lance probably just stayed out on those tires a little bit too long to be able
Yeah.
to hold on.
Yeah. I also I was really depressed. This is the very beginning, like literally first couple laps. Nico literally went down 7 positions.
Oh my god. Depressing.
I can't. Sauber, count your freaking days. You freaking stress me out. Like,
Get it
I need
together.
you guys to go to Audi right now. Because I
It makes
cannot
me
have Nico
sad.
do bad.
I
Nico can do
know.
bad. But
Yeah,
also
it
on-
makes me upset, but like at the same time, I think for Nico, it was a gap year. He just thought of it like, I have to do this year so that I can drive for Audi in 2026.
I think that's what I think he's just planning it more long term, and I think that's how the team has it too.
I think he's
agree.
just like, I'm gonna put up with it until I get to Audi.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna drive
Also-
for Audi.
Where
Also,
did Gabrielle end up?
Like 16th, I think.
Oh.
because
Yeah, it was-
everybody went up a couple positions because Lewis and Charles.
Oh, that's true. So he was
Oh.
probably like 13th or
Because-
14th.
The
Because-
girlies are already fighting too.
Yeah, because originally Racing Bulls they were like P11. No, they are now like P11, P13, 14. No, Yuki ended up P16, but Yuki was like P17, P18, P19. One of those.
Yeah.
One of those worst ones. So
Strategy, bro. Not good.
Strategy. Racing Bull's strategy is what's f***ing them over.
but they're doing really good though. Like their pace is good. The car
Their pace is
fantastic.
great.
The
Their
car is
strategy is just so.
It's
yeah.
so Ferrari.
If you
Yeah.
don't use the strategy, like the midfield cars are so fast now that you're getting so screwed.
Yeah.
They're dry. I think that's a good duo too. Yuki and Isaac. I honestly think that's a good duo for Racing Bulls too. So they have everything there. The strategy needs to be locked in a little bit, but I think they'll get that down in a few races. Honestly, I don't see that being a long-term issue for them.
I think they're just not used to having to strategize against higher up teams.
Because they were like, trying to get up higher, and like they're not
Exactly.
used to that because they're usually like very low, and they were like top 8 drivers, which is crazy. Also, I really also want to talk about Charles having a good race up until like the very last few laps, because like whatever, the whole overtaking thing, whatever. But because it was Lewis that hit. Well, I don't know if it was Lewis that hit Charles or if it was just like an incident. I don't know whose fault it was. I didn't really see. I wasn't. Like,
I
really,
believe it was Charles who ran into the side of Lewis in the beginning.
I think that's because I couldn't really see it, and they didn't really. Honestly, guys, I was like half asleep like the race. Everything's foggy for me.
He was low key cooking without that in play though.
Well,
He
yeah, 'cause
was.
it wasn't like a dramatic damage, but it was still damaged enough like where he was losing out every lap, and he was just like he didn't want to pit obviously because that's 8-10 seconds like probably that you're gonna lose in the pit lane, and that's gonna add up be like what, like 30 something seconds in the pit lane, and he's gonna lose the track position, and what is it? He's not gonna be able to get all back up there again.
Yeah.
All the dirty air, all the tire issues, like so much going on, all the traffic. But he did really good up until obviously Max overtaking him because Max just had a competitive car somehow in the last 10 laps.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, guys. Max's overtake on Charles. Actually, I don't even care. I'm gonna glaze that. That is like one of my favorite overtakes I've ever seen. I literally took a video of it. Like I was like this on my laptop. I had like my phone. And I recorded it and I sent it to my parents. I was like, guys, look
I
at this
need to go
overtake.
back and rewatch it.
No.
I need to go back and watch it again too.
I'll literally pull it up right now. I literally have it on my phone, you guys.
No,
Right?
please let me see.
I think it was a mixture of like Charles's tires were going off really heavily at the end, and then Max's tires were locking in, and you're like,
You gotta show it to the viewers.
Yeah. And Max like was predicting really well what like Max knew what Charles was gonna do, and you could see it because he like went like this. He's like, oh, and he just like went over it. Wait here.
To the inside to cut off the Ferrari. Yeah, so this is something you could imagine, but it's never actually been played out. George.
Oh yeah, a little like inside out kind of vibe.
Oh,
gorgeous!
Yeah.
Wow.
Love that.
like honestly, way to go for putting that little poop box up there. Oh, whatever. That Red Bull.
I feel like me personally, I've been pretty impressed by George Russell lately.
Yeah, I guess.
I haven't done.
I'm not seeing him. I'm not like noticing him.
No, I don't notice that man
silent,
until it
like,
gets to the end of the race, and I see him in P3, and I'm like, "Where did you come from?"
I mean, he qualified P3, so he qualified P2. So actually, he just
P2.
stayed P3.
But Lando passed him because the McLarens were really fast.
Yeah, I think the
But
Mercedes is honestly like
it's pretty good.
going between being the second and third fastest car, and I think this weekend it was second fastest car. With their pace was amazing, and it was. I know Charles was talking about how well it was like gripping on the corners or something.
Oh yeah, he was like,
And
"This is insane."
That's a dragster, whatever that means. I don't know what that is, but
Right.
I don't know what that is. But
Lewis, you
it's
should have
good.
stayed.
Yeah,
Lewis should have stayed.
yeah. No, I've had
You heard it
moments-
here.
I've
Sorry.
had a couple people text me like, and they don't really watch F1, but they know I watch it, and they're kind of like casual followers, and they were like, "Oh, I bet Lewis is going to Ferrari now," and I was like,
He's calling Toto right now. They're FaceTiming.
"Oh,
They're on the phone.
I am hoping it goes better for Lewis Hamilton because I think that's a terrible situation to be in. Like you just like had like this big career risk, like of going to a different team, and you're having the full experience of being a Ferrari teammate, a Ferrari driver.
Like now
It's
you know.
qualified in your second race. That's how it goes, girl.
Yeah,
Now you know the grass ain't greener in red.
that was
It's
your
not.
initiation. Like
Yeah.
you're fine now. You well, the next few races might be.
You
kinda
just boarded the roller coaster of Ferrari. So
I'm
Have fun.
impressed by George lately. I feel like he's
Yeah.
really. I did not expect him to step into the lead driver role as well as he has.
Yeah, I
really
wasn't sure how that was gonna go.
But
I
I'm
thought-
very impressed. I think he's being very consistent, which is not something that we saw very often from him before. But he's been so consistent and so just like up there with like the McLarens and trying to get as close as
Yeah.
possible. And it's great when you have a rookie teammate who's trying to figure out the car for the first time. So
It's
I don't
gonna
think
show him off
Mercedes could be
a lot.
happier with him. I feel
I'm
like
impressed with Kimmy. Kimmy's been doing good.
I've always said like I'm really proud of how well Kimmy has started.
Oh, he's gonna do great this season. I think like very highly of him. But yeah, I think
so, man.
I do just think that George well wait, I just like completely lost my train of thought.
I feel like he just comes out of nowhere and he's just in third.
Well,
I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how he gets
Oh,
up there. I literally like, where do you come from? I never like the first race specifically.
They just never talk
I
about
was
it.
like, but yeah, somebody posted on TikTok. I saw like a girl like post something. She was like, "Who knew that like George is gonna be like this like during the season that George is gonna be a contender to the championship?" I'm like, and everybody was like, "Okay, so it was before the actual race. It was after like the sprint race, and that was it." Like, and I was like, there hasn't even been 2 races yet.
That's kind
Yeah.
of like crazy.
I know he's doing good, but you can't really call anybody a championship contender.
Literally. Well, that's what Lando
Yeah,
even said himself. Lando was like, dude, everybody is acting like I've won this championship already.
He's
Yeah,
like, guys, it's
been
the
a race.
first race.
Like you guys all need to calm down. Like it's been 2 races. Like this is how it's always been. There's 22 more races left. We have a lot left to go in the season. But still, I do think that George it will be kind of being a championship contender. I'm not saying he's going to be like fighting for it like Lando and Max kind of thing, but I think he's going to be up
I
there.
think he'll be fighting for second in the championship. I think he'll be
Oh,
up.
I think
Because-
him and Oscar might be fighting for second.
I
in that.
think I don't want to go
Yeah.
ahead and be like Lando's got this championship on lock because I don't think that that's the case. I don't think it'll be an easy championship win,
It's
but I
long
feel like
season.
he's favored to win
Yeah, he is.
based on what we've
Very long
already seen.
Who knows?
But I
Yeah.
feel like second place is definitely going to be fought for between McLaren and George Russell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long season. I do think that George specifically will probably be taking advantage of Ferrari, Lewis and Charles fighting and just
Yeah.
kind of eating out their points. And I also think that he could be doing that to Lando and Oscar. Obviously, Lando and Oscar are doing great. They got they're getting other podiums. But
Mhm.
I just think that George will kind of be creeping behind,
Mhm.
just like
I don't think
Yes.
people will expect it or be looking
I
for
think
it.
he's gonna pull a Spa. Like, what was it? Was it Spa where he like just picked up the pieces?
I think so.
I feel like he's just gonna
I-
pull one of those and just be there if something happens.
I think, yeah.
Oh,
I-
100%.
he's always doing that. He's always at the scene of the crime on the track. Every time somebody crashes or like they get into
Literally.
it.
Okay,
Why?
this weekend, the moment
always
Lando's
like-
brakes gave out, the second to last lap, George,
Yeah,
I was stressing.
I was
stressing. I
flipping
was like,
my
he's gonna
but
go into
George
the
is
wall.
right there, and he's like, "Well, Lando's brakes are going off. Let me get up there, girl."
He is like so
He said-
sneaky like that. It's so funny. It's such like a unique like trait to have. It's like one of the things I feel like he's known for. Is just like sneaking
He's
up
so
behind
good.
everybody.
He said,
Sorry,
Lando
right.
brakes. Let me get my road and my purse out and I'll hit him.
Let me get in here.
Oh,
let me
yeah.
get in here.
Next
Also,
on the
like-
topics I do really want to talk about is
Oh my god, yeah.
Alex Albon
My goat.
leading the race. Birthday
I know
too.
my
It was his
goat.
birthday. I don't care how long. If it was for 2 laps or 25
I
laps,
don't
I
care.
don't care.
I don't give a
he,
fuck.
he
To
held
me, he won.
well for against the McLarens. Like obviously, like he got overtaken pretty fast, but it wasn't that fast.
Like, who
He was
cares?
not good.
He was still
Yeah.
leading.
I was impressed by him. I think he ran a really good race. I think strategy yet again fucked him over.
It did because he was
Um,
P2, and they just are
yeah.
like box. I'm like,
I like his confidence though. Like, I feel like he's gained a lot of confidence. I don't know.
He has. And I
his-
think it helps that he's in a faster car now.
Yeah.
I think the Williams, like, I just think like you can visibly tell how much more confident he is, and I think it is very much due to the car being better.
And Carlos.
So, and
Can
Carlos,
we talk about Carlos? Carlos, babe, I love you so much. What was that race?
I don't know what happened.
I actually don't. I don't know.
Well, he was like, I think, like, I know I'm faster than this. I just don't want to understand what's going on. And James is like, don't worry, like, we'll figure it out together.
And
And
I
I
think it was a car issue. I think their
Yeah.
car is
it was,
just
it was
like
a car. It was not like a Carlos thing or a strategy thing. I think it was just a car. But I think they'll get that figured out. I mean, it might take a little bit, but I have faith
He's
in
also
them.
still figuring it out.
What?
Like, he might still be like figuring out the car too, or it's just like
Yeah.
a hate.
It's been 2 races for
Yeah.
goodness sake. Like,
yeah,
it's
but
been
the
a while.
races that he's been in have been rough. Like
True.
first race, he like
It was
crashed
just wet.
because of the car.
Yeah.
Second, like sprint race, he had to pit because his car was like so bad on the tires.
Yeah.
And then this race, he was so slow because his car was still fucked. I
No.
think like
We sound
Williams,
like Gunther Steiner right now.
stop dropping the ball. Like you've got Carlos Sainz.
Like, this
You
is
are
not
him. You are
failing.
him.
Stop dropping the ball on Carlos's car.
Please stop.
Your car is fast. Just like act like it.
Yeah, just gaslight yourself.
Yeah. Also, this was so Lewis and Charles. We need to talk about like the whole radio debacle thing that they had, where it was like Charles was kind of getting annoyed, I think, over because Lewis was like, I don't okay. I was very
He's
confused.
being weird. Like,
Because
he
it
was
was
like,
like
let him
it
get
was-
closer. Like,
yeah, because Lewis was like, well, I'll do it when he gets closer. And then Charles was like, "Mm." And then, but afterwards, there was a radio that came out where Lewis was like, I'm going to let Charles go because I'm struggling. Like, I want Charles to go in front of me. So I was like, why are we not like broadcasting that radio? Because
then
now it
Charles-
makes them sound like they're fighting even more than they are.
why
Why
are
are we?
was like, I hate to see it, or something like that. Or
It
like,
was so weird.
it's
Yeah.
so weird. And I was
Charles
like,
was having an attitude because he knew he was the faster car, and
Yeah.
he was upset that they didn't let him go past earlier. And which, like, just pass your teammate then, babe. Like, if you're that much faster,
Like, go.
Yeah,
I passed him a long time ago. Like,
I don't know.
Literally.
Because like Charles overtook him and Charles didn't do any better than Lewis. And
No.
so now there's already all this beef going on between the two Lewis and Charles fans. I'm like, already.
they were just
they're
doing the
inseparable.
most.
The fans are inseparable sometimes. Like they're literally like,
Yeah.
well,
Clark
Charles
was-
was faster, and then Lewis was like, no, he's not. He sucks. I'm like, you guys, it's been 2
Chill.
races and we're already fighting.
Calm down.
Relax. They're teammates. They're competitive. It's fine.
They're gonna fight. It's bound to happen.
No, literally.
Like, what were you really expecting? Were you expecting them just because they're cordial and like friends off the track that they're just gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll pass you. Don't even worry. I'll let you pass me.
Like, it's not like that. It's
He's a
not
7-time world champion and the golden boy of Ferrari. Okay, guys, come on. These like the two
come
come on.
I
They're
wish
they're
it was easier than that. but
battling
it's
their
not.
freaking aura or whatever they call it.
Aura.
They're gonna win with their aura.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about that. It cracks me up.
They're gonna get up there.
Up.
They're gonna win the Aura Award, and that's it.
That's it.
That's it. Not what
Well, that's what I said. That's why I think George Russell is doing so well, is because Ferrari keeps fucking it up.
he's
So
taking
just
it
there.
Yeah.
He's like, oh yeah, you guys just keep doing
Ferrari
that.
fucks something up, and George is like, sure, okay.
Yeah, he's like,
He said,
all
I
right.
heard that y'all arguing.
Literally. And that's why I'm like, Ferrari, I think you could be fighting in the championship right now, but you're fucking everything up.
But
So
George is there. The divas are arguing. I'm there. I'm on
If
site.
George hears the radio that there's like they're fighting, and he's like, I'm on it.
just like goes forward.
Let me
George's
get
like,
in there, girl. You
George-
know I love that drama.
George, it's Toto.
George and Toto, the girls are fighting. Get in there.
You know,
Also, Ollie Bearman also had a great race.
he did.
Multiple, I don't really know how many overtakes he had, but he overtook, what was it? Liam.
I
Here.
don't know, but
Liam, it was Liam first. He
Oh,
overtook Liam, he was like, ciao. And then he did it again to whoever else.
Ciao.
And he's like, ciao again. I was like,
Ollie Bearman, I
Ollie.
love you.
And he's
Everybody
certified
who
Italian.
talked shit about my man after the Australian GP, apologize right now.
he like
Apologize.
he felt bad too after saying ciao.
Apologize.
He was like, I kind of feel bad now saying it. I was like, don't feel bad.
Do not.
We loved
We
it.
do not take Ollie Bearman slander around here. If y'all hated,
I don't take Esteban slander either.
back it up.
No,
Esteban P5?
In a hat, like
Esteban had P5. Wait, I forgot about that. Oh my gosh.
no Esteban
My
slander
icon.
ever.
I know my goats.
Oh my gosh. Fantastic.
Those are my goats. I love Haas. I'm like
Cinema.
deeply rooted. I am a massive Haas fan. I
As a American,
love
I feel like I have to like I'm connected emotionally and spiritually to like freaking
I
Haas.
just-
Like,
I've always
That's
loved
my
that
favorite.
team, and I'm always
Oh,
so
yeah.
excited when they do well.
Not gonna lie, I
And
miss
this year,
Kevin.
especially because they have my rookie driver,
mhm.
so of course I'm like even more of a fan.
Yeah.
But girl, I don't know what y'all did between Australia and this race, but keep doing it.
Keep it up. Keep it
Yeah.
up.
'Cause
Please.
I'm loving this.
I miss Kevin a little bit. I
miss
thought I
Kevin
thought
No,
was-
actually, don't mention his name, please, because now
I miss Kevin so bad, but I love their lineup right now.
I
So
know.
like, I'm so
if I could
confident.
just have Kevin just to be there, like emotionally
Kevin,
support, I need Kevin.
stand in the
you know?
corner.
Kevin's
Yeah.
just sitting in the garage or something.
I need him in the garage with his daughter, and that's all I
Please,
need.
that's all I'm asking for. It's not much. I'm not asking for much.
No, literally.
It's a simple.
Bro, Ollie's dad was so cute in the garage. He was like so locked in. He
Ollie's
had his
dad-
phone out.
I love him.
He was
Ollie's
really-
dad and Lewis Hamilton's dad are my two favorite dads. They're so cute. He's adorable.
So cute.
I literally love them.
I love Ollie's dad because even when he stepped in for races, his dad was just in the garage, like jumping at every move he made.
I
It's the
know.
funniest thing ever. Ollie would do something in his dad's face and cut to him, and he's like,
He says
Like that would
Lana.
be me. Like that's like the only accurate like parent reaction right there.
I know.
like, he was terrified. It's the funniest thing ever.
It was so funny.
It's
We
so
also had freaking Yuki. Yuki, oh, his stupid front wing. I actually am baffled that it literally like broke
just left
because
the
of
track.
he was going so fast in the wind. I was like, you're too fast for your front wing. That's crazy.
literally.
Like,
What a front
literally
wing.
just like this, and it was like, and then his radio after was like the funniest thing. ever.
What?
He's like, for what? I was like, Kimi Räikkönen, welcome back. Welcome
No,
back.
literally, Kimmy's gonna be like, for what?
I was like, oh my gosh. And he was just so funny. He was just, Yuki and actually everybody was very sassy today.
They were sassy. The sass came out.
I'd be sassy
Dude.
too because Yuki had a 17.5-second pit stop. He had a front wing getting on, but still 17.5 seconds?
I would be livid.
I'm gonna need to get these divas their purses and their road and walk them out.
Yeah. I'd be sassy too. I'd actually be
I
worse
would
than
be
sassy.
so pissed off if you
I'd be
built my
fine
front
at
wing so
$100,000.
terribly that it just fell off.
I'd be fined like $100,000 for swearing. So Yuki,
Yeah.
good job.
Yeah.
Honestly, good job.
My God.
Yuki, I'm proud of you, and that's all that matters. And you still finished ahead of Liam Lawson. It's
Time to
fine.
bring up the meme from yesterday.
It's
Go
fine.
watch me Monday on TikTok, guys.
No, please.
It's kind of my vibe.
Well, that's all we have for today's race debrief. Nothing really crazy happened, so this is probably a little bit of a shorter episode. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know down in the comments if you want to how you guys enjoyed the race. Your thoughts, please. We'd love to read it. We'd love to see. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. Catch us after the Japanese Grand Prix on April 5th. We'll see you then.